Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. And this morning, I was thinking about mastering the art of fulfillment. How do we have fulfilling lives, right? This is a core desire, I believe, that human beings have. We want to be fulfilled. So let's break this down. How do we master the art of a fulfilling life? So first, you got to ask yourself, are you enjoying yourself? Are you having a delightful life? How much of the time are you really feeling awesome and fulfilled and in your purpose and doing what you were meant to do here on earth? And how much of the time do you feel small and like this is a grind and a struggle and all of that? So you want to really take a look at that for yourself, because if you are not day by day living more and more in fulfillment, you've got to look at why. It's not to break yourself down at the knees or shame yourself, but you have to look at where you want to go and the gap there, and not lie to yourself about where you're at right now. If you are in a job and you feel like it's a grind all the time and people are doing things to you and you have no agency in the world, you got to look at that. If you run your own business and you are always in the grind, and now I believe in effort and putting in the hustle when it's required, and I'm fully in the let's jam on it in our businesses. I'm not advocating for not working diligently in your business. However, a lot of people work diligently and feel like crap. That's different than loving what you do, that you want to do it all the time, or having a truly delightful life. Okay? So you got to look at that first, and then you have to break it down. You have to ask yourself, what would a fulfilling life look like, and get super clear about that. Would it be, a lot of women have income desires. Is it a certain amount of income? Is it a certain kind of relationship? Would you have to have certain kinds of experiences, be able to travel, live in a particular environment? You want a different kind of house? There are things, and then there are experiences, there are relationships. What do you want? Maybe it's like great sex and orgasms every day. Whatever you want. What is that? What would lead to a fulfilling life? And I happen to have started with income, okay? Wow, I really want to break through and make the income that I desire. And then it allowed me to see all these other desires. And I'm for having it all, okay? But it doesn't start with splaying yourself out and going for everything. It starts with choosing what you want, getting really clear on the desires. Okay, this is the first step in the manifestation matrix. And just a little pitch here, we're going to be going into the manifestation matrix in a lot of detail, all the different steps, at the Unstoppable Woman Income Breakthrough Summit in November. So check out my website, theunstoppablewoman.com, and you'll see, the links that show you more about it and the dates and all of that good stuff. So check that out if you want to know how to really create more easily in your life. Okay, back to fulfilling lives. First, you have to see what your desire is. So all those things, what would having a fulfilling life look like? For me, it's fascinating. Something new has come up. I went car shopping the other day because I have been without a car for about a year and a half. It's been great in some ways, because when I lived in a walking area, I didn't need a car. But now I'm in a place where I need a car, and I didn't know what I wanted. So I went out there and went car shopping. And you know what? I fell in love with a very expensive car. Not one that I had ever thought about before. And now I have it as a burning desire in my head. I want that car. And you know what? I haven't even driven it. It's just seduced me. Okay? So the dealer was closing, but I'm going to drive it soon. So you have these desires. They pull you forward. You want them. That's great. That's the first step. And then you have to commit to doing what it takes to achieve them. And there are a lot of steps in the manifestation process about that. But one thing that is super critical is this idea of commitment. Okay? Are you committing to the things that are going to move the needle in your life and business, if you own your own business? right? Are you committed to the right things? Commitment is so key. So many women don't want to claim their desires for fear of disappointing themselves. Because they, like, what if they fail? What if they go for it and they, like, are publicly shamed, right? Like, you tell someone you're doing something and then you don't make it. So you don't claim your desires. You push them off. You say, this is good enough. And yes, let's be grateful for our amazing lives. Okay, absolutely. Let's be grateful for our amazing lives. But we always have desire for more because our fulfillment is there, right? We want more. And this is our natural state as human beings because that's our growth. We, like human beings, are designed to grow. And if you are not claiming your desires, you're stifling your growth because your desires lead the way into growth, into where you're supposed to grow next. Okay, they are the North Star, if you will. Okay, and they lead to fulfillment, and then the cycle, starts again. Okay, but fulfillment comes, I think, in part by having a desire and then doing what it takes, committing to what it takes to fulfill it. And then we're like, oh, I am someone who keeps my commitments to myself. That's really fulfilling. That feels amazing. Okay? And then you do it again. And you do it again, and you do it again. And you can build on that. There's a lot of aspects to a fulfilling life. But I just want to emphasize that this idea that we trust ourselves to do what we say we're going to do, being impeccable with our word, is so huge. And this is why I've created the Commitment Challenge. And if you're interested in that, I will put the link to the free Facebook group associated with it in the comments below and how to sign up for the teachings around it. But commitment to yourself and to your dreams is so important. So let's break down, let's do a little review here. How do you have a fulfilling life? First, you see your desires, you claim your desires, and you let them call you forward. But that's not enough. Then you have to commit to the actions, the small little actions that are going to get you to where you want to be. And you have to take them consistently and quickly and with a no excuse attitude. Because if you keep making excuses for yourself, you stay at the level that you've always been at. Okay, you plateau. And you know what? You can have multiple plateaus. You can have gone from here to here, and then you're plateauing here. And you could stay there for years, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep really seeing your next level desire and committing to what it takes to actualize that. Okay, that's what I've got for you today. Have an awesome day. Rock it out. I'm Amira Alvarez. Be unstoppable.